I know there's a lot of criticism of Shanahan and the play calling towards the end of the game.
Why wasn't he trying, though?
Well, here's not the trying. It's just when Purdy couldn't throw it. Here's Brock Purdy, coming into the game, a rare instance of the starting quarterback turning into the emergency quarterback. That never happens, okay? And this is the third-string guy that took him all this way. I mean, so he's in the game. This was Purdy after the game describing how he was feeling.
My arm just felt like it stretched out. Just felt like really a lot of just shocks all over from my elbow down to my wrist, front and back. Just pain, really, all over. I've been throwing after the hit occurred on the sideline just to see where I was at. But even in those throws, it was painful. And so I couldn't throw anything probably over 10 yards, 5 yards. So that's why we just had some screens. That was really our only option when I went back in.
Brock, after the initial injury, you had a conversation with Kyle at that point on the sideline. What did you say to him at that point?
Yeah, I told him right there, if we run a play, I can't throw it deep. Just for this play at least, it's hurting really bad. And, if we're going to get a completion, have it be something short if that's all right. And so that's really what I was telling him.
What a sweet kid. If that's all right, Coach, I can't throw it more than 10 yards if that's all right with you. So this is what he's being.
Why is he out there?
Well, he's out there because they have no one else.
Yes, they do. They have Christian McCaffrey. They have Debo. Run a Wildcat. Try to win the game.
So let me just.
It just seemed like they conceded.
Do you know, and this is the whole thing, I'm sitting there too, how many plays do you think they have with McCaffrey throwing the ball? Hey, they can't run the offense, and the front seven knows it. I mean, a Wildcat is going to take you home?
It's at least trying.
But they kept on trying end arounds to Kittle. They tried to end around to Debo. They tried, McCaffrey doing it. They tried.
It's better than having Brock Purdy hand off. Snap it to Debo and let him make something happen. It would give you the impression that you're trying to win the game rather than what the second half was.
I just think that I can't imagine how many Wildcat snaps in practice they've had. I bet you damn near every snap in practice for the last 2 months has been getting Purdy up to speed, and that's why they're in the NFC Championship game. I cannot imagine how many plays that they are confident to run against, by the way, one of the best defenses we've seen in the playoffs in a long time in their building that's going nuts to say, let's now do this. Or Purdy, let's run the plays we have practiced with you that we think can work. Honestly, I'm not going to sit here. I understand what you're saying, and what you're saying. I'm sitting here thinking they probably haven't practiced a damn thing that they're trying to run if they're sending McCaffrey out there as the quarterback. You can't run the offense.
Kyle Juszczyk was the emergency fifth guy.
I just don't. I mean, that was one of the weirdest, wildest scenarios.
Yeah, you can't game plan.
And I just feel for the Niners that that's what happened. And the Eagles just took care of it. They took Purdy out of the game. Hassan Reddick took him out of the game. They couldn't, that line, because that's all we're focused on is why didn't Purdy's offense, why did Purdy come back in and the offense looked the way that it did? Because the Eagles affected it. That's why. Purdy just didn't say, you know what, I don't feel like playing today. No. The Eagles took the day. They seized the day. So give it up to them. And then we'll talk about what the Niners do at quarterback for another day or another segment here on this show.
In about 40 minutes.
Overreaction Monday. So I'll save it.
40 minutes.
I'll save it.
Just save it.
Yeah. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.